on this fabulous Saturday. I hope all is well. I hope all is well today. I can't give y'all the scoop on the shirt just yet. Gotta wait till some more people come in. Can't give y'all the scoop. How y'all doing today? Who we got up in here? Miss Lori, how you doing? Hope y'all doing okay. Moonlight, Mr. Glenn, Biker Queen, how y'all doing today? Good day, good day, good day. On this fabulous Saturday. Oh. Y'all don't pay me no mind. Don't pay me no mind at all. So, Miss Zenit, what? Hey, you up in here today? I am doing well. I am doing well on this fabulous Saturday. Y'all, all right. I know I said 2 o'clock. I was going live. But I had to run an errand real quick before I came live. I got some stuff on the back of my truck and the wind blowing and the wind like catching it, and like you're gonna see some of that coming up. But yeah, y'all, what y'all got planned for this Saturday? What do y'all have planned? So I'm gonna just go ahead and show y'all. This is like for February. This is for February, okay? Like I just got to get numbers, who's interested, numbers, sizes, and like a cost, okay? Because I would like to go through the same person, like the same company that I went through to make this shirt. But I would just need numbers, sizes, and we'll have to situate a cost on it, okay? Oh, y'all get some rain. But y'all, this is the shirt. This is the shirt. This is the shirt. Silent Voices, Souls Investigations. This is the shirt. I hope y'all like it. Hope y'all like it. But this is the shirt. We're gonna try to like we gotta get numbers, size, cost, and like it by February of next year. What's going on, Miss Watson? Hello, 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 hello. But yeah, I was just showing everybody. This is the shirt we're gonna have for our 1 year. Our 1 year shirt. This is it. I hope y'all like it. Hope y'all like it. But January 5th will be 1 year, but like February is when I want to like start like at least like give people some time if they want to decide to get one. Y'all can email me if you're in the chat. You can like you can let me know in the chat. But yeah, like I have my email in the description box of this live here, if you'll be interested. But yeah, y'all. So let me go ahead and do this. For the purpose of this video, of this live today, we're gonna try to get in contact with, hey Gigi, we're gonna try to get in contact with Lewis Allen from this wrestling community. Hopefully they're okay with it. So we're gonna try to get his story. And like I hope those that's in the chat that's on my group had a little time to like read the information that I posted. If not, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give y'all a little synopsis of what took place with Mr. Lewis, and you can also research it for yourself to get the story. Um, but I'm gonna try not to say what happened to him because I wanted to come out of I wanted to come out the speaker, like the spirit box. Okay, so Mr. Lewis, he was I think he was like 40 years old. So Mr. Lewis, he was born April 25th, 1919, and he transitioned January 31st of 1964. And like during this time in the late 50s, well, early the 50s and the 60s or whatever, like Jim Crow was kind of big in the South, and like during that time there was a lot of um, there was a lot of killings going on during that time of African Americans here in the South. And like with Mr. Allen, he was in an area at the wrong place at the wrong time, and he stumbled across a legislator. I think it was a legislator um, personnel. Yeah, yeah. He unalived unarmed African American. And like when he seen that, he was pressured to say like it was self-defense. So like I'm giving y'all a summary. I did post it in the chat in the group. It's for those don't uh, that don't know it. So he ended up like they ended up going to court about it. He ended up testifying that like it was self-defense, but then he had like it was eating him up, so he recanted his story. And when he recanted his story, that's when he ended up unalived. I'm not gonna say how. I wanted to come out of the speaker box. But once we hear that, we'll go back and like we'll dive into that a little bit more. He was he did have a logging company. He had his own logging company, and like he always wore something. I want that to come out of the spirit box too, because he felt as if like it stood for something. And on top of that, he served in World War II. A lot of African Americans like served in World War II, came back home, and still was faced with the same like the racial profiling. A lot of African Americans still face that here in the South, and by some of the soldiers that was coming back and like dealing with what they had to deal with, some of them wasn't going to be pushed around like that. And like I think that was the turn of the tide when like when dealing with the Jim Crow back in that time. And how you doing, Miss Wallace? So yeah, we're gonna try to see if we can get in contact with Mr. Allen from here. I'm gonna acknowledge the Richmond community that's here first. I'm gonna acknowledge them first, and then we're gonna try to see if we can get in contact with Mr. Allen. Any questions before I get started? But once again, this is the shirt. This is the shirt. We're gonna go for 1 year shirt. But yeah, let me turn on my speaker box.
Connected.
I'm gonna acknowledge the I'm gonna have to get all that together, Mr. Glenn. So like February is when like we'll start like doing a little bit more when it come down to the shirt, okay? Like I'm gonna leave my email. I'm gonna leave my email in the description of this video, and like so like, or either you can comment interested with your size, and like we can go from there. For those that's resting in this lovely resting community, my name is Josh. I done been here a lot. I hope everyone is resting well. How y'all doing today? What you think? Y'all doing okay today? What's going on, Ethan? Thank you. I'm doing pretty good. I hope y'all doing well on that side. Somebody said yes, sir. So before I like try to bring someone into y'all resting community, I would like to get y'all permission to do so. Are you all okay with me trying to get in contact with someone that's not resting in y'all resting community? Somebody said, yeah, I guess. Okay. Okay. So, before I get started, how many of you know the story of Mr. Lewis Allen? Before I even said anything, how many of you knew the story of Mr. Lewis Allen from Mississippi?
Right.
How you doing, Jenna? Okay. Okay. So, I'm gonna see if I can pull up a picture. For those that's Mary Ellen, Rosemary, Walter, Adrian, Shauna, Patrick, and Ethan, this is Mr. Lewis Allen. This is Mr. Lewis Allen. And our goal, can you all help me get in contact with Mr. Allen? Can you all help me get in contact with Mr. Allen?
You can do
Mr. Lewis Allen, if you can hear my voice wherever you are in the spiritual realm, my name is Josh. I come in love, peace, and harmony. And like what I do is try to get in contact with souls like yours to get your story on what happened to you and like the cause of your transitioning. I don't have no ill will, nor do I have any ill intent. Mr. Allen, are you with me today?
here.
Somebody say here. I don't want to tell nobody yet. Okay.
Around. No.
Okay. I think I heard here. Mr. Allen, what state? I'm gonna go through a little verification just to make sure like we're speaking with you. What state were you from, Mr. Allen? Somebody said sad.
That's just oh.
Is Mr. Allen, Lewis Allen, here with me? Thank you. Mr. Allen, if you don't mind, it's just verification, okay? What was your wife's name? What was your wife's name?
I think from
Learn about her.
and
It's fine, Miss Wallace. So, Mr. Allen, did you serve in World War II? Hey, Candace. What's going on, Walter?
No.
Okay. I think I heard yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Allen, what type of business, did you have? What type of business did you have? I may not hear everything you say, but I may ask questions more than once. Okay. I'm gonna ask questions more than once because I don't hear everything you say. And for those that's resting in this resting area, can we please, and that's on the other side, can we please allow Mr. Allen to share his story on what happened to him? So, Mr. Allen, what type of business did you have?
It's fine. Yes.
Somebody said hurt.
And
I heard money. Okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and get that out of the way, Biker Queen. So, Mr. Allen, how did you transition? What was your cause of transitioning? Or how did you pass?
it's like except really.
there.
But switch.
I think I heard it earlier.
What again?
Mr. Allen, I'm gonna ask this question again. How did you transition? How did you transition?
Yeah. It's
You know,
artificial.
All right, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch apps to see if he can use the other one, necromancy, a little bit easier. Okay, stay with me, Mr. Allen. I'm gonna try this app right here, see if you can manipulate this one a little bit better. So, Mr. Allen, you still with me? How did you pass? Were you set up? I heard yes. Okay. So, Mr. Allen, where were you the day you was killed? Where were you? He said, I seen them. Okay. I'm gonna switch back over. For those that don't know, Mr. Allen was shot. he was shot. Yeah, like and I heard money earlier, and the reason why Mr. Allen was kind of like trying to leave his hometown is because like they kind of made it hard for him to sell his lumber. He had a logging company, and like when he got ready to leave, it was probably around about like 10, 11 o'clock at night. He was at the front of his property, and from what I researched, he got out to like open the gate to his property, and like he got out to open his property, and I believe I need this wind to stop. So, Mr. Allen, You still with me? Did you see them before? Like, were you kind of? I'm stuttering. Let me slow down. Did you see the people that was coming for you before they saw you? And that's when you hid up under your truck? Did you make it? Did you have time to open your gate to your property? So they were sitting there waiting for you, huh? Did you feel as if something was off that night? Were your son with you? So, Mr. Allen, did they pull up on the right side of your truck? So that's the side they came from. Was it two Caucasians? Was it a Caucasian and an African American? So according to the story, according to the resources, well, according to YouTube and the video that I watched, I can't remember the names. But it was an African American guy and a white guy. But the white guy wanted the African American guy to like unalive Mr. Lewis. But the African American guy said like, no, I'm not gonna do that. You want to do it, you do it, or whatever. So the guy ended up pulling the trigger. Can you share with us, where did you get shot? Please. Okay, I understand. If you don't want to share that information, I understand it completely, and I understand like it can be a little rough reliving this moment, and I'm not going to force you to say something that you don't want to share. Just know that your sacrifice for the country, it didn't go unnoticed. And like your passing sent shockwaves throughout the South, along with many others. And like we were like, on behalf of the Silent Voice family, we just want to say sorry that this tragedy happened to you, and in the fashion it happened. And like I feel this pressure on my chest. I feel this, like it's kind of like a light pressure on my chest.
That's so.
What sound of so just hit
Hang out and we have to get.
Mr. Allen, is it okay for me to share where you were shot?
I was
Okay.
in California.
Something they said sure. So when it come down to Mr. Allen and how he passed, he was shot in the head twice. And like so Mr. Allen, he was pulling his truck into his property. He got out to open his property, and like he ended up seeing these lights coming towards him. They was probably already there, and he probably seen them before he probably seen them earlier. And like when they start approaching, I'm assuming that he got up under his truck, hoping that they would just go on about their business, so he can like just go ahead and leave. But thank you, Miss Summers, thank you. But he got out of his, like, when they pulled up on the right side of his truck, and like old buddy had like a shotgun that had buckshots. And when you talk about buckshots spread when you shoot, right? So when they were shooting at the up under the truck, they shot him in the head twice, and like I think it was the left side of his face was shot up, and like you can, and like this is a little graphic. It's a little graphic, and some of brain matter splattered on the left side of the wheel, up under the left side of the wheel, but like I can see where the pressure coming in, that depending on the spread of the buckshots. And buckshots, you really can't trace those, especially like if you pick up the shell. So that's how he was he was unalive by being shot twice. And like one, I know for sure from what I can recall, a shot hit him in the head, and like it is gruesome. It is gruesome. Is that how they went, Mr. Allen?
Nope. So, play.
We know the
I'm gonna ask that question again, Mr. Allen. Is that how that went with your passing? They talking about it.
I just felt
Really sad.
good.
I know, and I don't mean to bring up any sad emotions, Mr. Allen. And like I know this was horrible. It was horrible, and like your story deserved to be heard. Your story deserved to be heard. Gotta wear them earbuds, GG. Gotta wear them earbuds. So, Mr. Allen, you still with me? Did you always wear a hat to signify, like, was that something significant to you? Okay. So, so like this, like what I described, your passing, is that how that went? Thank you, Mr. Allen. And I really do appreciate you coming through to like communicate with me on your story. Thank you. Are you okay on the other side? Are you at peace? And just know that whatever, like, you didn't do anything wrong when it come down to like saying what was on your heart and what was weighing on you. You didn't do anything wrong. You just wanted the truth to be heard. And like as a people, we failed you. And now when I say we, the FBI, they failed you. And the local sheriff office at that time too. They failed you. But Mr. Allen, I sympathize with you. I really do. Are you? Let me see. Do you like so Mr. Allen, will your story or the person that did this to you, from your perspective, will the true story be told? Did he leave? Too much. He left? I think when they say Saturn, it's an ancient spirit around. That's what I think. Mr. Allen, you still with me? Did he leave? Well, like I guess it was a little bit too much for him, and like and it hurts. It hurts, y'all, and like your life being taken away from you for no reason, but you want to have the truth told. Who in the woods? Y'all heard that? Is Mr. Allen still with me? Did I make him up? Did I upset him? It was a little bit too much for him. Understood. But yeah, y'all. I believe he came through for us. I think so. It's some woods on this other side. It's some woods on this side. I don't know how far it go back in the woods, but sometimes it'd be deer and stuff off in here or whatever. As long as they don't shoot me. I'm good. But yeah, like I believe he came through and like shared a little bit with us. I know like when sometimes like when speaking with spirits that like like this like the conversation was a little bit too much for him and like reliving that moment like it really take you back and like make you like second guess the decisions you made and like saying nothing he probably could have lived a longer life but at the same time I don't think they would have left him alone even though he didn't like even though if he said nothing I think they would still would pressure him in a way um but like the reason why he was um leaving his hometown is because like they stopped buying his logs. They stopped using him like for like a logging company. I guess he like moved logs to the paper mill, and like they stopped using his service. And like he was gonna leave to go somewhere else to like see if he can like restart, get a fresh start, and like but he never did get that opportunity. Um, it's rough knowing like you put your sweat and tears off into something and like you're in the wrong place at the wrong time and this is the end result, especially like doing Jim Crow like 19 I would say 1940s to like mid 1960s and it was just rough that way. You right about that, Mr. Glenn. You right about that. But Mr. Lewis, if you can hear my voice, I didn't mean to like upset you or pressure you in any form or any way, and I do apologize if I came across that way. Um, but I hope you're really at peace on that side. But yeah, y'all, what y'all think? Do y'all think he came through and spoke with us today? I do. Was Mr. Did Mr. Lewis have on a hat, a white shirt, and some jeans when he was here? Have he came back? Okay. Yeah, y'all. Like sometimes it'll be that way. Sometimes it'll be that way. But yeah, uh, I really hope and I pray that like the true story come out and the sheriff like he have he half did the job. I should have told him what year, like I should have like what year we was in, because time on that side is like they don't have a time perception on that side, on the spiritual realm, and like things are a little different, just a little different now. I did ask that question, Miss Zenith, but he ended up leaving. Like I think right after I asked that question, I think he left right after that. Cause like when I turned on the spirit, like the spirit box, it said he left. So sad situation all the way around. It really is. Um, it's another like I think his 4 years ago, his son was still around. Um, I don't know if he still is to this day. I don't know. I didn't go that far into like his family side. Um, that's something we'll have to like search into when it come down to his wife and his kids, and if they're still alive or not. Um, but it's a tough situation. It is. Yeah, like that's the one they did with 60 Minutes for like 4 years ago. Yep. But yeah, y'all, like this is just a conversation time about like the history of America and like the happenings to African Americans back in those days. And like I came across this other situation that kind of like ticked me off a little bit, and I'm not gonna lie to you. It's Red Summer of 1919. Um, I think that was kind of like the beginning of when that was kind of like the beginning of when things were starting to kind of like shift when it come down to like African Americans to like trying to like own land, trying to like they were still working the fields and all of that good stuff. And like Elaine, if you're like on YouTube, it's the Elaine massacre of 1919, and like they started the whole civil rights thing back then, you know, and like here in the South, it was brutal. It was brutal, and like only thing they wanted was like equality. I mean, like if I'm working the field, I shouldn't have to like take out a loan to like grow crop. You know what I'm saying? Especially like if it's not my land. But yeah, like if y'all ever have a little downtime, check out the Elaine massacre of 1919. That resulted in Arkansas. That one was in Arkansas. So apparently, the U.S. is the only nation that I've known, well, besides World War II stuff, with the well Adolf Hitler and what he did, but like when it come down to American history, imagine just having like your whole like everything you work for like ripped from up under you and like taken from you and like being lied on like you like trying to rise against the government when you just in theory like you just wanted equality within your town or your community. But the governor, the state governor or city governor, whoever, the state governor or like the town governor, whoever it is, they come up with this conspiracy of saying like these African Americans are trying to like what they use the word insurrection. It's in I can't pronounce the word. I ain't even gonna lie, but it's basically forming a militia. And what was kind of concerning to them because it was kind of like after World War I, and a lot of African American males kind of like view things a little different. So in theory, they thought about that and assumed just because they wanted equality, they was forming militias, which the federal government sent like troops and like people from Mississippi went to Arkansas. That's the word, truth. That's the word I'm looking for. They sent people to like Arkansas, and like any person of color they seen, they dropped them where they stood within 100-mile radius of Elaine, Arkansas. Like stuff like that, it like it really do bother me. And like That same thing with Tulsa, Oklahoma, or whatever. Dropping bombs on like Black Wall Street, bombs, machine like running through their city. But yeah, y'all, that's the time I have when like I be on YouTube a lot, and it showed up, and like I watched it. I didn't know anything about Elaine, Arkansas. I didn't know anything about it until it popped up on my YouTube channel. So she do, Candace, she do. So for those that's resident here in this resident community, how do you all feel about the history of this country?
Take it.
Facts, Mr. Glenn.
Hitting.
So how do you all feel about the history of this country? Uh, let's say around like the 1919 up until like 1965. Facts. Was she?
What's up?
Man. I don't know, like Miss Watson, do you still hear stories about that today, or like did she transition? And truth would be like she be sneaky, always lurking. Yeah, like come the summertime, you're like, hey, gonna be back on KP duty. But yeah, y'all like that's the type of time like I said, like that's the type of time I have on my hands, and like history is something like I kind of like dig off into, or like learning about, because it open your eyes up on like how things really were, and like that's something like we all should know, and like it just wasn't African American. Like I would just say this, it just wasn't African Americans that were slaves, but you also had like low class Irish people that were slaves as well, but they were kind of like treated different, but they would still had to do what they had to do to try to earn something. So it American history is ruthless. It's ruthless, but I ain't trying to give y'all a history lesson today, but it just on me, and like yeah, you can say that, Candace. Man, like I thought I heard somebody walking. I hope Cujo don't bite me now. Hope Cujo don't bite me back here. And before he came back there, I thought I heard some footsteps. I don't know if it was kind of loud, and I think it was before. Like that's the reason why I turned around. But yeah. Anything on y'all agenda today before I get up off this line? But I really do hope he came through, and I think he did. But I hope he's okay on that side though. I hope he's on okay on that side. And like like I'm gonna say this. The same thing we issue out on the physical plane is the same thing we will feel when we transition. The hurt we cause, like all of it. Once we do a life review, we're gonna feel everything we done did, said, thought, like it's gonna go that way. And it's gonna we're gonna feel all of it. And that's my opinion. That's my opinion. Hey, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
Doing pretty good. But yeah, and so that's the reason why I'm kind of like I've been trying to uh that's the reason why I turned around a little quick, because I thought I heard footsteps, but when I heard footsteps, it was kind of like it was closer to me than like he was. Um, but yeah, like that's the reason why I'm trying to like change the way I perceive things, change the way I think, and change the way how I treat people, and because at the end of the day, this life is an experience. Some of our experience is going to be worse than others, but the only thing you can do as an individual is like try to like raise your vibration, your vibrational energy, and project nothing but love and support to others. And like with how things shifted, it's kind of hard when you put in a position when everything is negative thrown at you, you know, and and experiencing the things that some of our ancestors had to experience during those times, like it can be rough. But in this time, in this day and time, we can shift the narrative and we can shift all of that. Um, but it's gonna take all of us to bring about the change we want for not only for ourselves but for our community and the nation in general. And it's okay. I don't know where I'm going with this, and like if you don't made it this far, I appreciate it. But it's okay. Like it's okay to disagree and agree. It's okay to have your opinions. But at the end of the day, don't let the disagreements and your opinions divide you, divide you, or divide us in a way where like it's nothing but hate. Energies feel like negative energy feed off of that, and we won't get anything solved. Um, Focusing on it in that manner, if that makes sense. But yeah, y'all. But I hope once again, this the shirt. This the shirt. I hope y'all like it. We're gonna go with it. I hope y'all enjoyed this live today, and I really do. I did not know that. That's new to me. That is new to me. That is new to me. Man, I guess we need to take a trip down history lane. So this is my goal, y'all. Like at least like one Saturday out of try to incorporate a live from like the 19th, like try to get in contact with someone like Mr. Lewis to like get that story. Uh, it's over like 100 cases, unsolved cases like that. So we're gonna try to like dig off into some of those as well. And I would like to like at some point I would like to go visit Elaine, Arkansas, just to see how things are now. I'm gonna get on Google Earth and see. I'm gonna get on Google Earth and see how things are done develop. But I would like to take a trip out there to like actually see how the energy is if you go out there. So I'm gonna do that and see what type of historical um, sites they have out there too. So I'm gonna try to get that going one of these days. But yeah, like we're gonna bring some of those old stories like that into the channel as well, y'all. We're gonna do that as well. And like it's sad, but like a recap for January. This is what we got going on in January. We got 3 stories, like no, we got 4 stories we're gonna cover in January that I know for now. And we got some things in well, we got more than 4, but the 4 we're gonna like do Miss McDuffie, the 16-year-old here in Georgia, Sion Carroll, Sharon Onisha Sharon, she's in Virginia, and Shanquilla Robinson. We're gonna try to get those all 3 of those done over my little 3-day break. Yeah, my 3-day break in January, because I'm gonna have a 3-day. So I'm gonna try to go and get those stories and like try to have those posted. It won't be all at the same time. It'll be broken up, but we're gonna get those stories and like have those out there. And like February, we're gonna use that month to like do like some recaps on some stories that we already did, just to see how their energy is on the other side. We're gonna revisit Jarvis McIntyre. We're gonna revisit Tiara Strand. I would like to like go out there to her resting area to be honest. I would like to do that, but if not, we're gonna do like a recap to see how things are on her side. And like we got Zelig Williams. That's another one that we'll have to do as well. Yeah, we're gonna revisit some of those. Waycross is probably like 2 hours away from me. I think Waycross is 2 hours north of me. Thank you, Mr. Glenn, and I appreciate you being part of the family. I appreciate you being part of the family. I really do. I really do. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna go find me some lunch. And like oh yeah? Next time I'm like send me an email or like a message, and like we'll see what we can do. Y'all, I slept wrong and I got a crook in my neck. I can't turn right. Emily, Moonlight, send me like some more information on it. Like we can add it in there. We can add it in there, okay? Y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go. Enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. I could like I don't go to 100 locations. I leave that for the others. And like but we can try it. We can try and connect with her and see like what information we can get from her story, and like yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we will be live tomorrow. We're gonna see if we can get in contact with a local, like a residence that's resting in this resting area tomorrow. That's gonna be the goal tomorrow. If it's raining, we'll just have to reschedule. Okay, if it's raining, um, but we'll be live tomorrow around about noon, and like we'll see if we can get in contact with a residence here, and like yeah. But y'all, I gotta go find me something to eat. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend, and I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. And like whenever this video kind of like fully upload, I'll put my email off in there, and like and if you're interested in a shirt, just say interested, and like we'll go from there. And like I just got to get a cost and all of that good stuff for it, and I'll let y'all know. But this like February. Much love, y'all. Much love, much love, much love. Enjoy the rest of y'all day as well. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. Much love, y'all.